What up? What up, man? How y'all doing today? So, hopefully you had a super nice Halloween. Okay. And so, long story short, we are back again with another video. And so, obviously, we're finally talking about NQ again. All right. Oh, let's get comfortable. We're not gonna be here super long, but let's get comfortable. Okay. Uh, I damn near pulled the cord out the PlayStation. Damn. Um, I'm playing Red Dead right now, but the what I wanted to talk to you about was two things. Okay. Now, people ask me all the time, like my students asked me the other day, they're like, bro, how do you have enough like attention span to even like play video games, trading on my live stream, and still smoking weed all day? I don't know. It's just what I do. But long story short, we're talking about the weekly profile. Okay. I also wanted to talk to you about um, structure. Okay. Now, obviously, let's see. We gotta get the dreads out the way. Okay. Let's get the dreadlocks out the way. I'm gonna spark the blunt. Okay. And I get a lot of DMs about like my hair and how long I've been actually growing it. I've been growing my hair since like 2019, I think. So I had a little fro for like a long time, and I was like, we might as well just get dreadlocks, honestly. I'll have dreads till the day I die, bro. I mean, to be honest with you, they'll be down to my ankles before I cut one of them off. Mm. But like I said, bro, you learn a little bit more about me every video. So, but now, obviously, I'm taking up half the fucking screen. But let's get started. Now, number one, okay. If you're unfamiliar and you're brand new to this channel, I need you to understand like my chart layout, okay? Now, in the past, right? Obviously, like my yellow box, this is always going to be a Sunday, okay? So like Sunday's opening price, and clearly Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and so on and so forth. If I want to come in and label it for you, I can also do that. All right. And so people ask me about this line here, and so I don't have it on correctly, but here. Oh no, I do. Never mind, I'm tripping. I do. Oh well, I thought the times were up, but these are nothing but midnight lines. So like you can use this tool if you ever come in and look to use one of the midnight models. Okay. And so again, very, 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 very simple. We've talked on this. And I'm just going one by one. I'm going in order, okay? So I don't want you to freak out if like, whoa, what day is that? What day is he talking about? We're going in order. Okay. Um, I really wanted to show you guys something. Okay. Um, see how Monday here? Above midnight. Tuesday. Underneath midnight. Wednesday. Above midnight. Now, your Thursday, I'll have to go to a lower time frame, so I'll do that one either last, second to last. I'm giving you ones that you can see perfectly now on this time frame. Okay. Yeah, bro. So, long story short, what we're looking at, okay? And just to give you a little recap on this before we talk about more important shit. Now, when it comes to the Monday, like I said, I don't want you guys trading 5 days a week. I don't want you to do it. I'm not saying you can't find a situation every day, but again, I talk about understanding the marketplace, so therefore you have more opportunities. But that does not mean you come in and you make a bunch of money on your Monday and you come in and you fuck it up on Tuesday. Not saying I'm expecting you to do that, but what I'm saying is if you're up an ungodly amount of money, why are you coming in with the same risk? I have plenty of students who used to be up $1,000, $2,000 in a day and fucking lose it. How many times have you been in super profit on your funded account and you fucking lose it? I had to look directly at the camera when I said that. How many times have you lost an account by doing too fucking much when instead you could do something very easy? Now, we talk about price action above or below midnight, and the reason why is watch. I need all that. So when the algo resets at midnight, dang, an opportunity. Now, just because I highlighted some of these points, and we'll bring them back, okay? I want you to focus on this in general, okay? We need a smaller type rate. And we need the Monday. Now, listen, okay? We talked about price action and what you're understanding from the sessions. When you see London right here, what's the first thing you think about? And I'll give you a hint because I know you're not, if I tell you to pause the video, you're not going to do it. So I want you to think about functionality. What does that mean? Don't worry, I just gave you a couple seconds to think about it. London gives high or low of the session or obviously of the day. Okay. And when it's not given to you in London, it's given in New York. All right. Now, there are those times where you see like a XAMD on the day. Okay. And that leaves you with like a. Sometimes if people ask me, like, hey, how do I know when Asia is going to make a high low of the day? It's typically because you have an XAMD. Okay. And so if we had to be understanding of this, right? A, M, D, X. X, A, M, and D. And your Monday, X, A, M, D. Still gives you a London high. But in your X, if you recognize what cycle is which, if you wake up around London and you see something like this, London does not always have to take that. It does 9 times out of 10, but does not always have to. And I want you to get comfortable with that. A lot of people have this thing where they're not comfortable in the marketplace unless they see a turtle soup somewhere, or I'll say like a sweep, right? Everyone's like, oh, well, I was looking for the sweep, so it never got me in. It never came up to my level. And maybe you're looking for, because typically it's clean that way. There's plenty of days where, this is your Friday. We're not looking to use that. But Asia in general gets fucked over by a London or a New York. You know what I mean? And if London is typically high low of the day, if not, you're going to be met with it again in New York. Again, I'm trying to give you all week just low resistance liquidity runs. So when you see something from above midnight, buy is made easy. Takes you 10 seconds. Sell it. Why? Algorithm resets at midnight. It's going to go into a protraction phase. We understand that. What does protraction mean? Now, gotta move myself right. Bro, I don't know why that should be cracking me up every time. I'm so stupid, yo. And like, yo, my bad. Forgot I was playing Red Dead. But this is my point, okay? When you're looking at the screen and you see how, again, I'm drawing like a daily candle, okay? It's really this simple, and people overthink it. When you see something like this, again, whether it's a bullish day, bearish day, let's do Monday. And if you're looking at it, this is nothing but a standard bearish candle. What do I mean by that? And the wheat went out. I gotta light it. But I'm also hiding out from some O'Driscolls right now. And yo, if you guys got PlayStation Network, just add me. Let's play some games together. Or if you want to join the live stream, I'll be playing some games and you can watch my screen while I trade or trade with me or whatever you want to do, man. We're here in the Discord every day. But when we're looking at these candles here, notice how we have this open, obviously. Let's point to it. Week opens, okay? What happens here? This is nothing but your opening of your daily candle. So when you go up, 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 up like this, and it starts to consolidate, what do you think it's really doing? It's coming up, making a top wick. And it's typically around this time. And that's why we highlight, again, kill zones, right? London's kill zone, 2 to 5 o'clock a.m. Yeah? And you say, yo, Jay, you're right. Damn. I typically do see that 2 to 5 make that high like that. If I don't see it in here, or if it's not the low of the day, if you're bullish, and again, just flip it. Think how, again, I'm trying to keep it so simple for you guys to where you're not so focused on things that are just mechanical, but you can actually come in and narrate. You're not going to be a slave to this. And for example, if you get a situation where, and I talked about this a lot this week with my students. We'll get to that in a moment. But the same way you might get confused in here, whether London is another high of the day like that, to then sell down. And then in your mind, you're like, well, we're above midnight, 3 o'clock in the morning. Jay told me to sell it, and it didn't work yet. It didn't work at all. Again, you have to be understanding of being able to do this right here. And where the fuck? You got to be able to actually plan. What do I mean by that? Just because you set up a trade doesn't mean you have to sit there and be like, hey, I have one trade idea. Either I'm right or I'm wrong. obviously. But listen, Captain America, I need you to be way more strategic here. All right. So what I need you to do, okay? And I was technically going to take those off, but we'll keep it there. What I want you to do, okay? I want you to come in and I want you to actually list a few things that might bother you about the chart. So, for example, if you're coming down here and you're thinking, hey, Jay, I'm a little worried because I'm not sure if this is a London high of the day or if this is a turtle soup for New York to go underneath London and Asia to then go buy side. Both ideas are logical. And again, if you're operating from that's a wick, this is the range expansion to your candle downside. This is nothing but a body. When the body starts to be formed and you can tell, you need to be on the sell side. But since we know to be a buyer under midnight, and again, when we talk about protraction phase, making of a sell bottom side wick, right? You open here, you go up, down, open, right down. And so what's happening is you're here, that's that. You feel what I'm saying? That's this. And so when it opens and make this wick here, bro, you want to be on that day, you want to be on the wick. And when you're checking the daily candle throughout the day, this is how we're always done trading at the same time pretty much every day. Because when we're in at 2 to 5, you're going to take partials at 8. You're in at 8 to 11. You're going to take partials at 12 or be done. Not all sessions are going to trend, not all 4 in a row. Trying to tell you, man. Like the reason why we're talking about this now and I'm going over it double time is because we're coming into November and December. I need you to understand this stuff because if you don't do it now, you're going to have such a hard time in the end of this, what we call Q4. Now, let's get a little creative, all right? I wanted my weekend on. And people, you see exactly why I need that. I like my weeks to be separated. Time is the most important thing in the marketplace. And again, I want to show you the levels. Now, my Discord, they have an advanced version of exactly what we're talking about. So there's some stuff that I am not talking about here on purpose. It's more towards the advanced side, but I'm gonna give you just enough to where you can come in and snap, bro. All right. And so, real quick, I want you to again be understanding. We talked about stocks and why when they operate, they're really not using like a super big as shit PO3. All right. So that means you're not gonna come in and just say, all right, just like NASDAQ, I'm expecting DraftKings to go through a fucking 81 every 10 seconds. Fuck to the no. Does not work like that. All right. And so I'm essentially just coming up and I'm looking to capture this as close as we can to that high. See that? All right. And just to show you, I'm on an 81 power of 3, and all I'm doing is just up shifting it. Okay. Oh my God. Watch this. Now, this up here might annoy somebody. Why would I say that? Now, here, I'm going to touch the screen. Pause. But Watch this. Okay. Bro, when I tell you, I lost a whole pack of woods in here, and I've been trying to find it for the last 2 hours. Like I told you, I have packs of woods, but I'm still looking for this one pack of dark stouts, and it's bothering me, man. I don't know. Maybe I smoke too much weed. I don't know. But my point, right, is when we're coming in looking at this, I want you to be understanding of things. All right. Do you see how right here? And we're exploring this idea because I need you to be comfortable. Again, we've explored just a basic um function with midnight, right? Since it resets the algorithm every day, you can come in and really be a right on that daily wick. And that's my point. I want you to be in trades where you are low risk from the beginning. And whether you're most people are New York AM traders, but when you look back on London and Asia, that's what you need to work with. And especially day style turtles, meaning like a Monday under a Tuesday, a Tuesday over Monday, or um, session style turtle is again New York under Asia. So it's the same concept of just buying underneath midnight. But do you see how it's going to give that turtle soup effect? And so you really need to look for this. It's going to form that old low, trade away, and trade back. That's what validates your turtle all the way. You need it to trade away. Why? Buy side liquidity here. Then watch this. Okay. We're talking about this level here. All right. H is high. All right. How many times do you see a move just like that? And you're studying, right? Or you're on your demo account or whatever. And you see that you make it to this 81 EQ here, and you have this perfect breakdown. Okay. My thing is, and we still haven't even talked about weekly profile. And that's my thing. Go back levels, confuse people only because you might be looking at this high and not going through your dealing ranges all the way. So again, when I put on the replay mode, right? And let's replay our mode right there. Okay. Now I'm gonna clean this up for us. All right. Let's see. We don't want to do that. So when you're studying, you don't have to go -7. Don't do that. You just go current. Okay. And again, we're looking at the perspective of more than one dealing range. We're trying to see if we can capture where the real high and the real lows are. So if we have shared highs here, but again, 243, what are we looking at? Ah, same thing, right off the EQ level. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why I wanted to bring this up. How many times do you see a move start from EQ and you're unsure because in your mind, you've been taught from the beginning that, hey, like dealing range is complete. Sure. But you have to be understanding of time and price if you still want to be in control. How do you know you're actually going to upshift it or downshift it here? How do you know you're not going to use a different PO3 number? And again, I'm showing you more than one. So far, 81 and 243 high, my bad, not high, was really good. And same thing with the 729, bro. All these are just showing you equilibrium levels. Yeah, I get it. So the average person might see something like this and say, wow, we're just so far in this dealing range. I thought the 729 would complete. Yo, I feel you. And this is the thing. I want you to be understanding of this. The same way that we operate certain weekly profiles, you need to be patient because the same way that this looks like a regular And if you view it that way, this is totally fine. But I need you to be understanding that verify things as the days go by. There's only but so much time in between um, days of the week. Therefore, you need to verify things. I'm telling you, man. Because if you're not engaged in liquidity the right way, then your head would be big as a fucking ludicrous video. I'm telling you. This should make you fucking pop. Because you're going to sit there and look at this and say, you know what? Damn. And you're looking to be logical. So I understand a lot of logic where um you're coming in and doing your best. Yo, Jay, I had a Monday high. We came up. I thought this was a London high today. I tried to sell this down. I held this too long and I got taken out. Not understanding that, again, Tuesday is going to offer. This is more like an A kind of thing, right? It does kind of feel like a little trendy here, but this is still like for NQ, this is nothing. So when you measure this, this is not that many ticks. 780 on the day, right? Compared to a Tuesday being what? You feel me? That's a whole 1400 ticks, bro. That's 352 handles. It's a lot. That's what I mean. AM. So if you're understanding of AMD and how expected price action works, you might start to look at the EQ a little strange. Like, you know what, bro? We're on a 729, 243, and the 81 has all these EQs in here that we made it to. And especially this is one of the bigger ones. So, you know, the 2187 is going to take a lot longer to get through versus the 243 or 81 for NQ. So when you see something like this, and this is the gem, okay? Come in just like this. You start to see all this consolidation on this EQ. You're also aware that coming in here, if this is too trendy, and it is, that's a little too trendy for Asia. It's going to make London do what? Consolidate. And we're right. What happens with London completely? It does absolutely fucking nothing. Now, when we talk about XAMD, that means there's a distribution, accumulation, M, cycle, distribution cycle for PM. But watch. The whole gem, though, this is where you need to get good at half shifting. Or understand when you need to half shift something. People say, wow, what the fuck? Yeah. If you half shift your 243, you would have found yourself at the half shift high, right? We'll call it that. Let's do that. When this starts to break down, and you're like, whoa, hold on. Jay, is XAMD allowed to give Asia a higher low of the day? Yeah. Is this too trendy? Yeah. And again, you don't even have to trade this. If you wanted to, there's a new day opening gap right here that needed to be filled at one point. So therefore, if you wanted to trade towards that, you wait. You wait. And you do what? You Judas swing. Completely beautiful Judas swing. It leads you into buying, leading the sheep right into the fucking slaughterhouse. You've seen that lecture. I hope so. If you look at the Judas swing, X, A, and if Asia's allowed to be high today, and you checked this half shift, When you're at an EQ and you're consolidating, or you're on multiple levels with an EQ right near it, I'm going to give you the perspective. Watch. Now, we're going to make this EQ into another color. So, let's do this one. And I want to show you. So, if that was the 243, let's look back at that 81 and then go to 729. Now watch. Now, this is how it looked like that. Regular. Interesting. So, right here, right? You see what I mean? Half shift high. 81 and 243 share basically a half shift high. And even if it's a little off, you're right at that EXT level. And if you see my entry hack video, I have some videos in my Discord about AMD X or XAMD, and you can actually come in and know when each cycle is playing out on the day early. It's not very difficult. You can know the night before, you can know the week before, any one of these days. And what I'm talking about, entry hack, root candle here, right? Right off that high, EXT level. As soon as that breaks down, we know that we're looking for a candle in here to break down because you're in a premium and it's looking to come down. So when you're getting vibes that like, yo, hold on, bro, this dealing range might not complete on me. It might not be looking to go that bullish anymore. I need to check. And you get all these PO3s that are like sharing this, because this is really an equilibrium level. Like I said, when you half shift it, it's just giving you another perspective that is going to be, you see what I mean? Half shift it, high now. Interesting. So now, let's check out that 729. What do you think this is going to look like? Ready? And we'll bring it down. Watch this. Yes, sir. Okay. So notice I took the time off. Let's put it back on. And let's go up another little thing here. Okay. So right now, in your mind, you're like, okay, this was sell side. We had another trade here for Tuesday. Now when this starts to break down, you're still using midnight. So far, we break down right before midnight. So this is Tuesday high. Wednesday starts to really break down. Okay. Let's operate now for the last part. Ready? Took liquidity easily. And we knew once you start going down here and you're not getting above that high in London and New York just starts to break down, you sell that immediately. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah. Fair value gap. Little slice of that right in that side, that 729 level there too. There's probably a smaller one we can find in here. But we know that liquidity is operating on previous day's low. And we already understand. Again, we talk about functionality. And where's the function of the lighter? Because I need that. What the fuck, bro? Yo, man. Don't complicate your trading. But I do need you to be creative. All right? Don't complicate your trading. But you need to be creative. You really want to take better trades when you're near the EQ? Half shift it. There we go. Now watch. When this starts to make sense, right? You notice now power of 3 liquidity underneath that Tuesday. Why didn't it get to this level? And it's a major gold back level. And yeah, right? Now, really quick, I'm going to do this because I care. All right. So, really quick, without that, and let's go current. All right. What I want you to notice, right? And I highlighted this for a reason too. Breaker right there, breaker in here. That's how you know it's still bearish. Okay. Where do you know to find that breaker? It's in a breaker level on your gold back. Do I have to go and find it? No. You can go and find it for homework. But I want you to be understanding of, and again, if you want a more advanced version of this, which I'm about to do right now, what day is this? Ten 31. And then we got 11-1, right? Yes, sir. And I'm just putting this low real quick. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm all the way there. I think we're there. It's about right, right? I think so. Listen, man, when I tell you the market does some fucked up, insanely precise, hilarious shit. I don't know I'm putting it on the screen. My Discord knows what's happening on the screen right now. If you're not understanding what I'm showing you right now, you might as well just make your way to the Discord, bro. If the market revolves around time and price, these levels are predictable simply by looking at the date. Once you get to advanced levels of gold back trading, it unlocks some stuff for you that becomes incredible. Now, outside of that, what I do want to talk about is what profile is this? And just in case you need help, let's move. So we got some stuff here, a lot of stuff in the Discord, and there's our bunch of members only stuff in there, bunch of videos, and we're going to go to weekly profile help. So if you need help with that, you literally come in here and you find which weekly profile you need to use. So, I mean, I'll give you the answer just so to save time, but Jay, move. Fuck out the way. So we're going to take this, copy image, trading view, hit Control V, and you can put it right on your screen. Jay, where you at? What you doing? All right. Is that not what we're completely looking at? I think it's a classic Tuesday high of the week, bro. I think so. The C is kind of perfect to me. What do you think? Weekly profiles are like templates. These are literally happening so you can use them. And that's what I mean about understanding opportunity. So that's why I took my sweet old time, driving Miss Daisy on this one, literally telling you that yes, you do have objectives if you can find them. Maybe you thought this was a Tuesday low of the week. That's fine. But as soon as you get to Wednesday, you need to reevaluate it and double check yourself and verify with time. So when Wednesday doesn't break higher, Wednesday has trouble breaking higher, we talked about AMDX or XAMD on the day and whether you're versed in that or not, that's fine. So once you see what, even if you want to make it simple for yourself, fair value gap. Wow. Okay. What time do I take that? Here. Why? Oh, Jay, don't do that. Don't go this in on me right now. This is my point. You understand AMD is fractal. So I told you before, what starts moves? Distribution. London session. Fair value gap. And you melt. You want to passive funded challenge? Understand structure. Understand time. Understand AMD. Well, I want to go get some ice cream. So I will see you in the next video.